Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Girls Frontline 2 video. If you guys are not aware, they have announced the upcoming character that's going to happen right after Dupes Naya's banner ends, and that's going to be Centaureissi. This is going to be a very interesting one, and I have a lot to talk about regarding her. Alright, so she's one of the few first characters that I was kind of looking forward to in CN server, right? So if you guys are not aware, right now, we still have Dupes Naya banner. This is going to end in 4 more days, alongside with Suomi rerun banner. Alright, Suomi is still a very good pick for any players that do not have her. I highly recommend Suomi, and if you can afford to, get V1 of her. Now, how about Centaureissi right here, right? Because as far as everyone is concerned, she does have that similar role in terms of an AoE healer, alright, in terms of what she's trying to do. So with that, let's talk about this, let's check out the PV, and let's jump into it. Okay, so this is going to be the exclusive PV right here. And yeah, she is a maid waifu character. Very interesting doll design. I remember seeing this when it first came out in CN. She came out after Diane. She was the second banner in CN. Very cool. Okay, so doing the maid duties during the day and maybe like fight against the enemies as well. So this is going to be her particular skill, alright? Cleaning time is one of it. So that's going to be her exclusive weapon, which I don't recommend, alright? Her weapon is not that good as far as I know. So this is going to be her ultimate, right? Afternoon tea break. You get a chocolate strawberry cake, and look at that AoE heal. Very useful in a lot of scenarios. Careful hospitality. Okay, so she has 2 healing skills, which is going to give her quite a lot of versatility as well. Okay. This is a pretty good PV. Very relaxing. Oh, what is that? The butter knife. Alright. A support character. She's a fire element, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. If any of you are looking to improve your fire team, perhaps she can fit in there as a fire support, fire healer, if you didn't build your Ksenia just yet. So now let's have a look at her skill kit. Let's get a better idea of what Centaureissi can do. We should be able to look at some of these things right here, right? Now, a couple of things. Let's talk about the passive skill here. This is going to be the most important aspect of her maid's duty. This is going to be what where she shines, right? Generally, at the start of the battle, gains hit recovery. This thing is going to basically means everybody's damage dealt by 20%. If allies have this, their damage dealt is going to increase by 20%. Very cool. When healing, additionally heals 10% of the user's max HP. So again, this is going to give her the ability to do even more heal. After active attacks, applies overburn for 2 turns. Now, this is going to be a very good passive overall. She also has action support, as you can see. Will be able to deal physical damage right there. Applies hit recovery to the allied unit as well, and also gains 1 point of Confidence Index, and this will trigger 2 times per turn. So if you're looking for a character that can boost, not really boost, but I guess help out with action support as well, this is going to be a very useful character to have. Now her ultimate skill is where she shines. This one has no range whatsoever. She is able to heal everyone in the entire map, cleanse 2 debuffs, and this includes removing fear and stun. Alright, this is going to be very useful. To be able to cleanse all of these annoying debuffs makes her one of the better character to pull. Restores 7 stability index, but this is only applied to the one ally in the map that has the lowest stability index. Alright, now she's going to apply hit recovery after she heals. Now her other 2 skills, alright, her skill 2 also heals, as you can see. This one has a range of 7, restoring total HP of 150% of attack to the target and all allied units within 3 tiles. So if you position your allies correctly, now everybody will be able to get the heal. However, the healing is distributed amongst each of the dolls inside that particular tile range. If there's too many characters there, might not be enough depending, right? Also, depending if there's enemies in there, it can also deal a little bit of AoE physical damage as well. So it does open up for a very unique playstyle. If the enemy targets have the Overburn, cleanses 2 of their buffs. So she's also able to remove enemies' buff as well. These can be very interesting if you are looking to tackle some of the bosses that has the ability to buff themselves up, right? Now for the skill 1, it's pretty straightforward. She just basically deals here, restores HP to the nearest allied target and gains hit recovery. So she has very good healing across all the skills, right? She has ultimate skill, which basically heals everyone. She has the second skill here, which also heals in the range. And the first skill, even when shooting the enemy, you can also heal. Now, the ultimate skill is a bit expensive, right? 6 cost of Confectance Index. But other than that, a lot of these are pretty much very, very interesting. It makes her for a very, very strong candidate if you're looking to build a second team right now. Now, currently in global server, I believe Centaureissi is going to compete with Suomi in that particular slot for the best healer. Alright, so if you're looking to build like a... I guess Suomi is quite flexible, same with Centaureissi, right? Centaureissi is definitely... I feel like she fits much more in the burn team, alright? If you're trying to pair up with your Cheongju and also your Shakri, those characters in that particular team, I think for a lot of players, I believe most people right now, they have the Ksenia in that particular slot for the heal, right? And that's going to be, you know, the doll that I'm currently using as well. So if you are looking to upgrade, Centaureissi is going to be an upgrade to Ksenia. Alright, so she is going to have an AoE heal. She is going to be able to give the flexibility to improve everybody's damage as well. Now, how about her dupes? Alright, if you are to pull Centaureissi, does she require dupes as a whole? I would say it depends, but V1 is going to be a massive improvement to her. As you can see right here, during action support, additionally apply 2 particular buffs to the ally, right? One is going to be Blazing Assault 2, one more is going to be Damage Up 2. This is going to be a very, very useful if you are looking to buff anyone else, including your your Cheongju or your Shakri. Now, depending on how strong your Cheongju is, as far as I know, once you get V5 or V6 of Cheongju, you don't really need these buffs as much because I think she has something similar as well, but that's going to be the case. But other than that, this is going to be a very, very good buffs overall. You're still going to get all of these damage improvements. This is going to significantly improve your overall roster in trying to boost her damage, right? Because it doesn't improve upon her healing capabilities, but it's definitely going to improve her damage buff. Now, one more thing to take note of is going to be her mod key, which for now is exclusive to CN server only. Now, she is getting a little bit of a buff in CN server, as you can see. This is going to be a very, very big improvements for her, right? At the beginning of the battle, after using the ultimate afternoon tea break, grants this particular thing called the invigorating tea to yourself for 2 full rounds. Very, very useful. Upon using active skill, alright, applies perfect protection to all allied units for 2 turns. This is extremely interesting, alright? Perfect protection basically means you don't get basic attack damage and skill damage. It's like a buff that basically gives you invulnerability. I thought this is kind of insane, right? If you think about this, against some bosses that can do massive attack and might even be useful in PvP as well, depending on how you look at it. So when ally units deal burn damage, perform follow-up attack and gain 1 stack of Confectance Index, and this triggers up to once per turn. Again, the invigorating tea is going to give all ally units 10% critical damage boost and 15% burn damage increase when you deal burn damage. Now this is overall a very, very big buff. Later on, once you get the mod key, she's going to be I would say one of the better burn buffers in the team, right? But it all comes down to when she's going to come, and of course, right now, in the upcoming CN server, who is going to basically be the better improvement. Now, if you're looking to build a fire team, Vector is still going to be the crucial one to look forward to, rather than Centaureissi. She just happens to be a fire character that basically has a little bit of buffs here and there, but I would say Vector is probably more crucial if you're trying to complete fire team as a whole, whereas Centaureissi is going to act more like a support and a healer. Now obviously, if you can afford to, get both, but if you can only get one, I don't know when Vector will come exactly, maybe after Kluke, maybe before Kluke, but she's definitely going to be one character that you want to look forward to. Should you pull for Centaureissi? Right, this is going to be where it comes down to whether or not what is going to be suitable for you. If you can only pick one, right now we still have the Suomi banner. I would definitely lean towards the Suomi banner more. Alright, definitely, unless you really love Centaureissi's design and you really like what she provides overall. Now I think she's going to be a very good character. In fact, later on, once she gets her mod key in CN, she's gonna be on par with Somi, by far, alright? She's definitely good, and if you can afford to, getting 2 teams is gonna be ideal, because right now, if you are tackling any of the boss stages, either in Gunsmoke Frontline, or even in the boss, weekly boss, having 2 AoE healers is going to help you immensely. But if you already have Ksenia fully built, you might be able to get away with her. She's still an upgrade, by the way. She's still a massive upgrade to Ksenia. AoE heal is still very useful. Later on, Springfield and other characters that comes obviously is gonna be a big improvement as well. But for the time being, I would say if you can afford to, definitely get her. If you can get her up to V1, that's definitely going to be a big one as well, right? But if you are trying to play it safe, you don't know, because I think a lot of players are worried that Kluke might be next after her. My advice is to wait before her banner goes away, before you're trying to like get the additional copies, right? Now, regarding her signature weapon, as you can see, Mate's code right here, this one is going to be not that impressive, right? It seems like it's made for her. She's the first assault rifle character, I believe, that's like, you know, more focused on healing and stuff. So this is going to be a very unique one that only works basically on her, right? During active healing, if the target stability index is below a certain number, she restores stability index. But other than that, this is not that crazy, right? I would say there's a lot of better options out there, including the Battle Pass one, or you can use Golden Melody if you have multiple copies as well. Those are going to be way more suitable and way more crucial for her. Now personally, for me, I do think that I'm going to get her, at least 1 copy for now. I'm still deciding if I'm going to get both copy. I did try to pull for Dushevnaya, and I did lose my PT 50-50. I didn't really get her, which is a little bit unfortunate. Who did I get? I got Moslin Nagan, right? So definitely I got a PT stack. So I'm just going to go in for 1 copy, wait for a bit, and see how it's like. Who's the next character coming right after her banner. So yeah, with that being said, that is going to be it for this particular video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. Let me know what you guys think of Centaureissi. Are you guys pulling for her? As always, have a nice day. Goodbye.